History of Bordeaux. Bordeaux is not just a wine region, it is the beating heart of global fine wine. Its story begins with the Romans, who planted vines along the Gironde estuary nearly 2,000 years ago. By the Middle Ages, Bordeaux wines were already exported to England, earning prestige in royal courts. The 1855 classification, commissioned for the Paris Exposition, enshrined the great châteaux of the Médoc and Graves into a hierarchy that still defines prestige today. Bordeaux's legacy is one of trade, tradition, and terroir, a region that has shaped the very idea of fine wine. Left bank, Médoc and Graves. On Bordeaux's left bank, the Médoc and Graves stretch along the Gironde estuary, their gravel-rich soils shimmering like jewels beneath the vines. These soils are perfectly suited to Cabernet Sauvignon, a grape that thrives in the warmth and drainage they provide. Here, Cabernet reigns supreme, blended with Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot to create wines of immense structure, firm tannins, and extraordinary longevity. In Pauillac, power and majesty define the wines. This is the home of three first growths, Lafite, Latour, and Mouton Rothschild, each a monument to Bordeaux's prestige. Pauillac's wines are bold, muscular, and built to endure decades, embodying the essence of Cabernet Sauvignon. Move south to Margaux, and the tone softens into elegance and perfume. Château Margaux itself is a symbol of refinement, producing wines that are silken, aromatic, and hauntingly beautiful. Margaux is Bordeaux's most feminine voice, whispering grace where Pauillac roars strength. Between them lies Saint-Julien, a region of balance and consistency. Its wines are harmonious, with refined tannins and impeccable structure. Saint-Julien may lack a first growth, but its reliability and finesse make it beloved among connoisseurs. Further north, Saint-Estèphe offers robustness and earthiness. Its heavier soils yield wines with firm tannins and rustic charm, built for long aging. Saint-Estèphe is Bordeaux's sturdy anchor, wines that speak of resilience and depth. And then there is Graves and Pessac-Léognan, where smoky minerality defines the reds, and whites of Sauvignon Blanc and Sémillon shine with freshness and complexity. Château Haut-Brion, one of the original first growths, stands here as a beacon of history, producing wines that marry elegance with distinctive character. Together, the Médoc and Graves form the left bank's grand chorus. Pauillac's power, Margaux's perfume, Saint-Julien's harmony, Saint-Estèphe's robustness, and Pessac-Léognan's smoky grace. These appellations are not just names on a map, they are voices of gravel and grape, each singing its own song of Bordeaux's enduring greatness. Right bank, Libournais. Across the Gironde, the right bank unfolds with a softer voice than the left. Here, clay and limestone soils cradle Merlot, the grape that thrives in their cool embrace. Cabernet Franc joins the blend, adding fragrance and lift. But it is Merlot that reigns supreme, plush, opulent, and generous, producing wines that are approachable, earlier yet capable of profound depth. In Saint-Emilion, the limestone plateau shapes wines of aromatic beauty and structured elegance. These wines carry notes of plum, spice, and earth, balanced by firm yet refined tannins. Saint-Emilion is not only famous for its terroir, but also for its unique classification system, revised regularly to reflect quality. Within its medieval village and surrounding vineyards lie legendary estates such as Cheval Blanc and Auxonne, names that echo through the halls of collectors and connoisseurs alike. Nearby lies Pomerol, a region small in size but immense in reputation. Its clay soils yield Merlot of unparalleled richness and velvet texture, wines that seem to glide across the palate with effortless grace. Pomerol has no official classification, yet its fame rests on the shoulders of one estate, Château Pétrus. This wine, dark and profound, has become a symbol of rarity and prestige, embodying the very soul of Merlot. Together, Saint-Emilion and Pomerol form the heart of the right bank. Saint-Emilion speaks with structure and perfume, while Pomerol whispers with velvet and power. They are Bordeaux's softer side, wines that invite earlier pleasure yet reward patience, each glass a testament to clay, limestone, and artistry of Merlot. Entre deux mers. Between the Gironde and Dordogne rivers lies a land whose very name means between two seas, entre deux mers. This region is Bordeaux's voice of freshness, a place where clay limestone soils nurture white grapes into wines of brightness and charm. Here, Sauvignon Blanc leads the way, bringing piercing citrus and herbal notes. Semillon adds body and texture, while Muscadel contributes a delicate floral lift. Together, they create wines that are crisp, refreshing, and effortlessly drinkable. Unlike the grand reds of the left and right banks, Entre deux Mers is devoted to whites, wines that speak of summer breezes and convivial gatherings. The appellation, Entre deux Mers, AOC, is celebrated for everyday pleasure. These wines are approachable, affordable, and versatile, pairing beautifully with seafood, salads, and light fare. They are not built for decades of aging, but for the joy of the present moment, offering purity and zest in every glass. Entre deux Mers may not carry the prestige of Pauillac or Pomerol, yet it holds its own place in Bordeaux's symphony. It is the region that reminds us that wine is not only about grandeur, but also about simplicity, refreshment, and the delight of sharing. To drink Entre deux Mers is to taste Bordeaux's lighter side, a whisper of citrus and flowers carried on the winds between two rivers. Sweet wines, Sauternes and Barsac. In Bordeaux, not all treasures are red. South of the city, along the Garonne and Gironde rivers, lies a magical corner where mist and sunlight conspire to create wines of golden radiance. Here, in Sauternes and Barsac, the morning fogs encourage the noble rot, Botrytis cinerea, to gently pierce the grape skins, concentrating sugars and flavors while preserving acidity. The result is a miracle of nature, wines that shimmer with honey, apricot, candied citrus, and spice, balanced by freshness that keeps them alive for decades. The soils of Sauternes are gravel and clay limestone, perfect for Semillon, the grape most susceptible to noble rot, blended with Sauvignon Blanc for brightness and Muscadel for aromatic lift. These wines achieve a complexity unmatched anywhere else. At the pinnacle stands Château d'Yquem, the only estate classified as Premier Cru Supérieur in the 1855 classification. Its wines are legendary, capable of aging for a century, evolving into layers of caramel, saffron, and dried fruit. Yet beyond Yquem, estates like Sudureau, Riusec, and Clemence in Barsac also craft masterpieces, each with its own voice. Barsac, with its limestone soils, often produces wines of lighter body and crystalline elegance compared to the richness of Sauternes. These sweet wines are not simply dessert, they are experiences. They pair with foie gras, Roquefort cheese, or can be savoured alone as liquid gold in a glass. To drink Sauternes or Barsac is to taste patience, artistry, and the alchemy of mist and sun. They are Bordeaux's most luminous jewels, wines that remind us that sweetness, when balanced with grace, can be the highest form of sophistication. Bourg and Blaye. Beyond the grand chateau of Pauillac and the velvet allure of Pomerol, Bordeaux also has regions that speak with a humbler, more accessible voice. On the right bank, across the Gironde estuary, lie Côte de Bourg and Blaye, areas that have long provided Bordeaux's everyday wines, yet today are increasingly recognized for their authenticity and charm. The soils here are clay limestone, perfectly suited to Merlot, which dominates the blends. Cabernet Franc adds fragrance and lift, while Malbec, once more common across Bordeaux, still finds a home in these vineyards, giving depth and spice. The style is fruit-forward, approachable, and generous, wines that are ready to drink earlier than the structured reds of the Médoc. In Côte de Bourg, the wines are supple and round, often showing ripe plum, cherry, and a touch of earthiness. They are crafted for pleasure rather than prestige, yet their balance and consistency make them beloved by those who seek honest Bordeaux without the lofty price tags. Across the river, Blaye offers similar charm, with reds that are vibrant and accessible, and whites from Sauvignon Blanc that are crisp and refreshing. Blaye's wines are celebrated for their value, often delivering the essence of Bordeaux terroir at a fraction of the cost of its famous neighbours. These regions may not carry the glamour of Margaux or the mystique of Pétrus, but they embody Bordeaux's democratic spirit, the idea that wine should be for everyone, not only for collectors. To drink Côte de Bourg or Blay is to taste Bordeaux's everyday heartbeat, wines of warmth, authenticity, and conviviality, crafted to be shared at the table rather than locked away in cellars. Laws and classifications. In Bordeaux, prestige is not only born from soil and grape, it is enshrined in law and classification. These systems, crafted over centuries, give structure to the region's hierarchy and ensure authenticity in every bottle. The most famous is the 1855 classification, commissioned for the Paris Exposition. It ranked the great châteaux of the Médoc and Graves into 5 growths, from first to fifth. Though based on market prices at the time, it has endured as a symbol of prestige. Names like Lafite, Latour, Margaux, and Haut-Brion were crowned first growths, and their status remains revered today, a testament to Bordeaux's enduring legacy. In Saint-Émilion, the classification is more dynamic. Established in 1955, it is revised regularly, reflecting quality and prestige as they evolve. This living system ensures that estates such as Cheval Blanc and Auxonne maintain their rightful place, while others may rise or fall, depending on merit. It is Bordeaux's most democratic classification, a reminder that excellence must be continually proven. Beyond the grand hierarchies lies the Cru Bourgeois, a recognition for Médoc estates outside the 1855 system. These wines offer quality and character without the lofty prices of classified growths, giving Bordeaux a more accessible voice. The Cru Bourgeois label has become a mark of trust, bridging tradition with affordability, and underpinning it all are the AOC laws, Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée. These strict rules govern grape varieties, yields, and winemaking methods, ensuring that Bordeaux remains true to its terroir. From Pauillac to Pomerol, Sauternes to Saint-Émilion, the AOC system guarantees that what is written on the label reflects the land, the grape, and the tradition behind it. Together, these laws and classifications form Bordeaux's invisible architecture. They protect its heritage, define its hierarchy, and preserve its authenticity. To drink Bordeaux is not only to taste wine, but to enter a world where history, law, and prestige converge in the glass. Bordeaux is a universe within itself. The left bank speaks of power and longevity, the right bank of plush elegance, entre-deux-mer of refreshing whites, and Sauternes of golden sweetness. Its soils, grapes, and laws weave together a tapestry of tradition and prestige. Each appellation, Margaux, Pauillac, Saint-Émilion, Pomerol, Sauternes, has carved its fame through centuries of devotion. To taste Bordeaux is to taste history, hierarchy, and the enduring soul of French wine.